A telling analogy for life and death. Compare the two to water and ice. Water draws together to become ice, and ice disperses again to become water. Whatever has died is sure to be born again, and whatever is born comes around again to dying. My favorite screw gun quote. Good morning, gentlemen. Bear witness to the greatest little cordless screwdriver ever made. I say this, of course, not having tried all the other screwdrivers out there, and this information is useless because they stopped making this one, but don't click off just yet. You'll have plenty of chances later. This is the smallest cordless screwdriver that has variable speed, and unlike more buff screwdrivers, it's got a one-way gear set, so killing your battery out in the field doesn't leave you with your pants around your ankles. It just becomes a manual, if not slightly awkward, regular screwdriver. And look at the size difference. I'm mobile, and sometimes I gotta walk miles or, God forbid, fly with my toolkit, so being tiny is big. To earn a place in my bag, it's gotta be worth more than the tools it would displace. Ew, it's only 4 volts. Buck up, Junior. Voltage sells tools, but torque gets jobs done. It's called gearing. What do you need super speed for anyway? Just guessing here, you're probably like me, you're probably paid hourly. Plus, running off a single 18650 means you can refresh it with a brand new cell every few years for 5 cents and 10 minutes with a soldering iron. Don't ask me how they get 4 volts from a single 3.7 volt cell. You ever watch the History Channel at 2 a.m.? Never trust the Germans. It also means you can recharge it via USB from your laptop, phone charger. Anything that'll charge your iPhone will charge your screwdriver. And as a mobile tech, that's pretty goddamn awesome. Unfortunately, after 11 years of flawless daily service, she's finally kicked it. You squeeze the trigger and nothing. No lights, no noise, no signs of life whatsoever. So we're going to crack her open and do her the honor of at least making an attempt at a repair. Did I clickbait you by calling this a $12.1 million screwdriver? I don't think so, but the like to dislike ratio in this video will reveal the truth. It's 2024, and I'm entitled to my truth regardless of the facts, and my truth is that I've used this professionally to repair equipment all over North America for a fee, and over the 11 years I've owned it, those fees have generated $12.1 million in income. Where did I put that thing? That's not my income, of course. You've seen how I dress. That income belongs to the shareholders. I believe I speak for everyone when I say all glory to the shareholders. Here's the trigger, and look, not a single wire needed. It's optical. What? You ever see this kind of wizardry on a power tool before or since? There's an LED emitter and receiver that monitors the distance between the board and the trigger, completely air-gapping the electronics from the meat bag operating it. That means there's no potentiometer to wear out, no tiny wires to break, no solder joints to fail, nothing for dirt to get into. It's genius. No fancy Milwaukee brushless garbage here. Brush motors are clearly more betterist. Here's the gearbox assembly. Crazy gear reduction. Really makes the most of those 3.7 volts. Trust me. Dare I take apart the gearbox of my beloved screwdriver and risk losing some tiny critical component just for a crappy YouTube video? It came right apart. Nice all-metal planetary gear set. Not an ounce of plastic or Chinesium pot metal to be found. You can't trust the Germans, but... And underneath, there's a second gear set for double the torque and double the pleasure. Behind that is the one-way locking mechanism. And, oh man, only an idiot would take all those tiny pins out over a dirty workshop floor. I don't think I had a choice. Those had to come out to get this mechanism put back together right. I will get this mechanism back together right. Right? Here's the problem. That LED proximity sensor can't just be awake all the time. The emitter LED would slowly drain the battery just sitting in the tool bag. It needs some way to turn on in anticipation of a trigger press. And I think that super ultra micro mini whatever switch, that looks rather smashed to me. As soon as the trigger's pushed slightly, It must activate the micro switch, which turns on the white LED on the front as well as the infrared LED in the sensor. Or rather, it's supposed to. If I give it a good bada bing, it does work. But then the thing never goes back to sleep and my LEDs stay on and the battery dies. So it needs a new micro switch. This is so cool. I gotta fix this thing. Highly. 0.1 amps, 12 volt. And not a part number in sight. Superb. Hey, Doit. The original switch must be some obscure Eastern European job. This is the closest thing I could find on the internet. Got it from Mauser. Link in the thing if you're one of the 4 people who owns one of these. This is my favorite way to desolder components. No stupid solder sucker that'll break on you or get clogged. No solder wick that sits there making you look like an idiot while not wicking anything. You just add a bit of excess solder, hold the board down, get the solder nice and liquefied, and with some compressed air, make sure you aim that away from any ICs. The spray just rubs right off any non-prepared surface, which is why you don't want to spray it over an IC chip or anything metallic. With some minimal cleanup work, you've got 3 clean, pre-tinned, empty holes. It occurs to me that I could just mask the board with tape instead of scraping off the molten overspray. Only they made some sort of tape just for masking things.
I'm not a smart man.
Eh? Eh? I'm the best. No. Now this screwdriver is the best. No, wait. Wait. You're the best. Thanks for watching.